Dhyaanamulam Gurmurti Pujamulam Gurpadam Mantramulam Gurvakyam Mokshamulam Guru Kripa. Om Shri Guruve Namaha. Hari Om. Welcome to all of you. First of all, I would like to compliment all of you for showing your interest in this wonderful spiritual path. We'll make it as interesting as possible. It is so simple that all of us will feel, had it been this simple, why didn't we begin earlier? Sarthi Yoga Foundation present this. Sarthi has been an instrument in spreading our Bharatiya culture and the path of spirituality for more than 40 years. There's no membership required. Everybody just sharing the spirit is a member of Sarthi. There's no membership fees, but if you do feel like donating anything, you may send a check to Shiva Kaveshwari Temple. I'm also very grateful for Panditji and Shaili for organizing this. Anyway, proceeding with this topic of meditation. Sanskrit word is dhyana. The topic seems to be so popular nowadays, and there are hundreds of methods available. But all the methods available today, just for the sake of information only, they are really the method for a previous stage of meditation, which is called dharana. And the great master, Sri Patanjali, defines this dharana as a chitta baddha dharana. So chitta, the mind, baddha, limiting, dharana, on a day-to-day basis, our mind wanders from place to place. Even right now, even though we all are here, but our mind wanders. That is the nature of the mind. But to slowly gather this information and the stimuli or the different perception, different thoughts, and bring it to a level comfortable. It will never happen in case we have an understanding and there are enough bombardment going on as to stoppage of the mind or the stop thinking is meditation. I'm not saying so. What is meditation? We'll come to know. But initially, even if we can silence our mind for a few minutes or a few seconds, even forget the silencing, relative silence. Right now, I may be having 100 thoughts a minute. Even if I can make it 90, it's okay. We are on the path of progression. But the characteristic of yoga, whose one part happened to be meditation. By the way, yoga and meditations are not separate. Yoga is encompassing word. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha, that is what Sri Patanjali says. So basically, it is our mind that takes us everywhere. It is our mind that happens to be the boss, so to say. And slowly becoming aware of that no matter what I plan doing it, I think I'm doing it, but it is our mind that dictates the term. So the rishis, the great scientists from Bharat, India, long ago, and even currently, they spend their entire life studying that we all are seeking to be happy. And we think something else can make us happy. But truly speaking, we are the happiness. Happiness, I will shift the word a little bit from happiness to joy. Joy is independent of any object. Nothing can make you joyful because you are joy. Anyhow, these things, we'll talk about it into a little detail. We'll also introduce a very simple technique with which this will be called guided meditation. But the guided meditation, after some time, will may bring you to a state of meditation. And meditation is not a process. It is a stage of our mind where mind ceases to be mind. And what I mean by mind ceases to be mind is that the mind's nature is monkey-minded, we call it, running all over. But when the mind does not run all over and it just gather together at a point, that stage is called meditation, at which you are the controller, mind is not. Give you one or two simple examples right now. We are sitting here and some of us, we may think that when is he going to do the meditation? He's talking. Now, whenever, whatever I may be doing, but instead of somebody listening to me, Our mind is telling something different. So mind wants us to start meditation, not knowing what is meditation. So really speaking, it is your mind who is forcing you to do that. Understanding little detail, and we'll talk about the mind. It is so important to understand that we are not the master, mind is the master. And everything so far we think, we are thinking with mind, but we are never thinking of mind. Of mind meaning, how does my monkey mind works? And how to train the mind slowly. Today, we'll learn, so to say, a rule of 5 minutes. Very simple. I'm again referring the word. We'll learn the rule of 5 minutes. Anything that you do, say for example, right now it's 6 o'clock, 6:12, and you have a desire that there is a nice show coming on TV. I must see it. Go and see it, but tell your mind, not at 6:12, but I will start the TV after 5 minutes. What you did not let your mind dictate you, go and start the TV right now. But you will start after some time. You are very hungry and you feel like, let me rush to the kitchen, open the cabinet or the refrigerator and eat. I'm not saying don't eat, but tell your mind, wait 5 minutes. I will give you the food. You're telling your body, I will give you the food, but wait 5 minutes. Some of you mothers are so concerned about your babies, your children. So if it is a very young baby sleeping in the crib, in the middle of the night, you feel like, let me go and see my baby, or hope she is okay. Wait 5 minutes. That doesn't mean that you don't love your baby, but you're slowly developing the control over your mind. And its control is also not the right word I would like to use. You are developing a mastership. You are the master and not your mind. Once you develop, you will open a tremendously wide open field. There is, really speaking, nothing to be learned. The stage of silence will open a huge field of intelligence. That intelligence and Prana Shakti together is called Isha. That is the divinity. That is, we can call it a God. So we'll go into all this beautiful part with your company. I definitely welcome and I need your company. So let me now take you to some of the slides that I have, and those may be guiding slides. So let us begin this. So allow me to share some slide, and before that, let me just meet you all. So now I will turn to gallery views. All right. So once again, I say namaste to all of you. I think most of your faces look familiar to me. And if you happen to have any questions, I will highly request that you type it in, and Shaili will relate this question, or she may answer some of those. And if not, I will be always at your disposal. Do not treat me any differently. I'm not a guru, I'm not a master. I'm equally a student like all of you. So we'll have a great time. Just be patient and bear with me, so to say. All right. So few things about the slide. You may feel free to text your questions, and Shaili will guide you, and then, of course, I will leave last 10 minutes or so for the question. But one thing for sure, we will learn here how to have the simplest technique rather than getting carried away by what I call, let me not say what others may be saying it. Okay, so now let me take you to the slides. All right, is the voice okay now? Yes, could you raise your hands? All right, thank you. Now I'm taking you to some of the slides. Those of you who don't know, the name is Sati Yoga Foundation. It is a nonprofit institution without any institutional office, or without any office bearer. Everybody is equally a member. This is the slide which I got, and I like it. Meditation, because why meditation? Because some question cannot be answered by Google. I mean, I'm not against Google, but anybody, I would say, even you at your highest level of education and or learning, what your own silence reveals, that is the answer, for which ideally all temple, all religious organization, all masters have been introduced. So understand, we all are rich in the knowledge, but that knowledge get tinted with our mind. Our mind wants different things. Going to the next one, it is often asked as to what kind of postures we should have, what kind of asana. Can we not do meditation while sleeping? I will recommend not to. And the reason is because some of you can do, I'm not saying it, but I will not recommend. Because while sleeping, you may fall asleep. You may not be meditating, but you may be napitating. Napitation is not a word, but I'm just making it up. So there are the first and the foremost is to make sure that your spine is erect. Okay. The first posture, what you see here, is okay. This is the most common posture all of us can have, which is Sukhasana. The way you fold your legs, keep your spine erect, and put your fingers in certain position. I will tell you the first finger and the thumb touching each other, 3 fingers together and extended. Okay. Then you can do Siddha Yoni Asana or a Siddhasana for the male, in which you put your left heel in your groin region, put the right heel above that, and you have the hand position in Prana Mudra. You can have Vajrasana too, but make sure you have your spine erect. And Padmasana if you can, but you don't want to kill yourself because most of us, our body may not be flexible. And in case you want to train yourself and you want to make your body, there are free yoga classes which is running. The further activities of the Sati will try to explain in the last 5-10 minutes. So these are the posture position. Now this is called Gnana Mudra. The tip of the first finger, tip of the thumb touching each other, 3 fingers extended together. And it has so many other benefits. It calms the mind, it focuses attention, it controls your anxiety, depression, it energizes your pituitary gland and pineal gland. This is also a very good posture. I would recommend Dhyana Mudra. Dhyana means meditation. So it takes you into undisturbed meditation, calming the mind, focus, attention, and these are the same. It controls your anxiety. It takes you out of your depression, pituitary pineal gland, energizes. So your memory will be very sharpened. Here, you can spend a lifetime trying to be one with the Great Spirit, or simply focus on love and realize that you already are. This slide, and I would like to just speak a few words on it. Every one of us, nobody is an exception, would like to be loved. We would like to have a lover. But meditation brings you to a state to know you are the love. You are not seeking somebody to love you. And once you are love, love will be spread, peace will be spread, it will be radiating from you. You do not have to say anything, or you do not have to have certificate from somebody or somebody's statement saying that you are the best lover or you are so nice person, this and that. You care nothing because that is what you are. Or somebody may say, oh, you're meditating for 1 hour. I'm doing it only for 10 minutes. It has nothing to do with the time because meditation takes you beyond the time and beyond the space. And when I say beyond the space, because you yourself may change or may not remain, your true spirit will be welcome. Lot of times, okay, first read this so that your mind may listen later. A bird sitting on a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking because her trust is not on the branch, but on its own wings. Always believe in yourself. What does it tell you? Whosoever, whether you take a big businessman or brilliant student or parents or anybody, we all are concerned about our security. So we would like to have millions of dollars in the bank account, thinking that bank account $1 million will protect you. Understand, it is like sitting on a strong branch. Let your light shine so brightly that others can see their way out of the dark. Now, let me come out of this one. Okay. Understanding few of those points which will make us seeking some different avenues, meaning, and still most of us will not believe in what I said, and that is because we still feel so insecure. On the other side, we know that, oh, I trust in God. I trust in God, but you know, Sonaji, we have to put in the effort. Unless we have money, unless we have a good house, we are not sure about our security. What will happen? What if? All those if questions will disappear once we start meditating. Now, a few suggestions on it, and we'll start even practicing. What you do is for this practice and all of our yogic practice, my suggestion would be breathe in through the nose and out through the lips. So what basically breathing out with a very relaxed face, try not to have any tension line here, try not to have tension between the eyebrows, cheeks, temple area not tight, and how to do it, we will practice it. So first, today's beginning with meditation, so-called meditation, but these are all dharana practices. We are collecting our mind so that we are requesting mind, come down, baby, I love you, just come down. But by saying it, it will not happen. So, but how we say it with this lovely practice, and that is in through the nose and out through the lips. I would not even ask you to close your eyes, but if you are very sincere, and all of you are, as you breathe out, slowly your eyes will become dizzy. In other words, it will feel like that now you have no choice but to let the eyelid drop. You're not tightening it like, don't do this. No tension. Meditation and tension don't go together. Understand? Meditation and tightness do not go together. So let us have this, and we'll continue talking more. Just 11 breath. So don't do right now. We will be breathing in through the nose. And as we breathe out through the lips, we just say, oh. You do not have to lengthen Om. You do not have to shorten Om. You do not have to lengthen U, or Ma, but try to pronounce all the four things or three things, U, Ma, and then some silence. Silence part is very, very essential. And we will definitely, I repeat, we will definitely not be rushing. Rush and meditation do not go together. On the contrary, it will calm you down so nicely. So what we'll do, we'll have 11 times breath in, breath out with Om. And thereafter, naturally, your eyes will be closed. And at that time, you are still continue breathing in and breathing out through the lips, but mentally just think of Om. Let me repeat. We will just be chanting 11 times, and thereafter 11 times just thinking of Om as if you are talking. And at that time, just see how beautiful you feel. And that I will let each one of you to tell me. All right? So may I request all of you kindly to sit properly. If you're sitting on chair, that's perfectly fine, but make sure your spine is erect. Okay? Neck is also vertical and eyes very gently closed. All right. Start breathing in through nose and chant with Om. Do not begin the second Om right away. Allow some time, and all those why we will be answering in a couple of coming sessions. Breathe in. Now mentally repeating at the time of exhalation. You can continue breathing and just observe the silence. Om Shanti. You may slowly open your eyes. There is nothing to be found. You do not have to reach to a thoughtless mind. But what shall happen is, very slowly your mind will start calming down. A lot of the people, they think that I have blood pressure, I have diabetes, I have this, I have that. Initially, you may come for that treatment, but you will notice that you start feeling so good that your body will cooperate with you. Disease is only when your body feels uneasy. So understand this point, and let me introduce one more simple practice, and thereafter we'll have some questions in case you have any. Okay. Let me guide you with one more simple practice. This practice is called Prana Mudra. You will be sitting straight, and then what we'll be doing is we'll keep our middle finger, both the hands of the middle finger on the belly button, and I will guide you. Just see what will happen right away. You will see this blue spot. It is beginning at the hands. Then slowly you take it to your belly button and you chant Ram, I will guide you. Then slowly take it to your heart level and you chant Yum. Then you take it to your throat level and you chant Hum. Then you take it to the binti spot or the center between the eyebrows and you chant Om. And thereafter, you spread your arms in such a manner so that the upper arm is at about 15 degrees to the horizontal and this forearm to be at about 45 degrees and keep the finger loose. Pretty soon you will experience such a calmness. You can keep your hand as long as you can without getting tired. And thereafter is just bring it back into your lap. Left palm up, right palm down. Very simple to follow. Okay. This is called Prana Mudra. And I don't think there's any question. I'll be guiding you. We will be taking 3 breaths, but I will request you, when you practice at home, minimum have 5 breaths to feel it effective. So let us first keep both the palms in our lap, left palm up, right palm down. Please make sure that your head or your neck is vertical and so is your spine. There is nothing to be seen, so kindly close your eyes. I am keeping my eyes open in case if anybody has any question or a concern, rather. So, just 3 times to calm your body down. Breathe in through nose and without holding, breathe out through the center of the lips. In through nose, out through the center of the lips. In through nose, and take your time to breathe out. Now slowly guide your hand so that both the middle finger are on your belly button. Both the palm resting on your stomach. Don't see anything. Please keep your eyes closed throughout. And now breathe in and breathe out with Ram. Breathe in. Ram. Breathe in. Ram. Very slowly guide both the middle finger to your heart level and we'll be chanting Yum at the time of breathing out. Breathe in. Yum. Breathe in. Yum. Yum. Slide it on your throat. Keep both your fingers, middle fingers, on your throat. On your throat. Throat. Middle finger touching the throat. And we'll be chanting hum. Breathe in. Hum. 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 Now slide those middle finger at the bindi spot between the center, between the eyebrows. And we'll be chanting Om. Breathe in. Now you may spread your arms around, and at the time of breathing out, chant Om. Continue breathing out through the center of the lips and stay as long as you could. And when your hands get tired, bring them in your lap and just observe silence. Om Shanti Gurave. You may slowly open your eyes. Just to let you know of the Sati's other activities, so everybody is ready to participate. We use the same Zoom ID and Zoom passcode. So anybody and everybody is welcome. Let me just bring you that slide, and thereafter we'll keep the question answered in case you have. Let me. These are the activities, so understand every Monday, 8 to 8:30 p.m., meet the need. That is question and answer type of question. The session in which people having had any so-called social, health-related, or mainly spiritual basis or psychological question that they come across along the path of sadhana, they ask, and we talk about it. Every Wednesday, 7 to 8:30, we have a yoga class in which we have asana, pranayam, meditation, yoga nidra, some listening, some moral stories. Thursday, 6 to 7 p.m., we have Mandukya Upanishad. And Sunday, like us today, every 6 to 7 will be meditation. There's a lot to learn. But I will highly suggest that you please start practicing. If nothing else, this can be taken as a homework. Before you go to bed, do this 11 times, breathing in and breathing out through the lips, chanting Om. But please make sure 11 times chanting brings you to the state. But as soon as you reach to the silence, just be there, don't do anything. Silence part is a part to be enjoyed. It is not Om chanting, but chanting that leads you to the silence part after Om, that brings you the result. So please, no rush. Rush and meditation don't go together. Now, so much is enough. And let me take you to Shaili. Where is she? Okay. Namaste ji. Okay, any question now? Or you already answered them?
Most of them are answered. One question was about the breathing. The question was, is it okay to breathe out from nose itself or?
Okay, very good question. Whosoever has asked, it's okay. It is okay to breathe out from the nose. There is nothing wrong, but when you breathe out from your mouth, you are getting the additional benefit. When you breathe out from the mouth, what happens is your temple region relaxes. Once the temple region relaxes, the peripheral blood, more amount of blood goes to your head region, and more amount of blood goes, your brain cells get better nourishment. So you feel calm and serene. So that's the idea with which we do it. And this breathing out through the lips, you can practice everywhere. Doesn't have to be. But definitely, before going to bed, if you will practice, it will benefit a lot. And the reason I say it will benefit a lot, because once your mind is calm and once your mind is in meditative state, psychologists have shown right here in LA that your whole night will go through meditation. And so in the morning when you wake up, you will wake up with such a nice smile on your face. But if you are carrying the problem with you at night, then your whole night will be disturbed, and in the morning you don't feel like getting up. All right, so breathing out from the mouth. Any other questions, Shailee?
No other questions. And just wanted to clarify that the timings of, which Soniji mentioned are all in Pacific Standard Time.
Yes. Any other question? Nobody? You can raise your hands and Shailee will release you. Yes, Maheen. Unmute her, please. Okay, Maheen, go ahead.
My question was that when we do the Prana Mudra, should we start from in the middle, or go down to Swadhisthana and Muladhara?
You
When
can,
we go,
yes, you can do it, but there is a reason that we have selected this on a limited basis. Okay, yes, you can.
and another one is that when you do the sound, rum, yum, and all that, do you, when you are doing it, is it the vibration of the sound of that area that you're following, or that area? Like Vishuddhi, am I following the sound that comes from my mouth, the vibration in that, and also in my body, or I am thinking about my thyroid?
No, in other words, when you are taking your fingers at different position and when you are chanting different mantras, yes, it sends the vibration at that point.
My mind goes where? My mind. It follows that vibration, or I'm thinking about that area.
Initially, you may think of it, okay? But later on, once your body becomes sensitive, you will feel only that area. Okay, Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Yes, Venkat. Shailesh, Venkat. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. You mentioned that after every taking the breath inside through the nose, and we leave the breath through the mouth, and while leaving the breath out, we say Om, and then we observe a brief silence.
If you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we take the breath inside again. Yeah.
Correct. Yes, right. Yeah.
So while observing the silence, we don't take any breath, just is like a stopping the breath just for a few seconds.
Okay, let me, very excellent question. Please do not, and I repeat, do not hold the breath. You can take just one breath in and that breath out. Okay, then you take another breath in, and at that exhalation, then you chant the mantra. So in other words, one breath, one mantra, and the other breath without mantra.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but later on, I may change my direction. Your body will be so relaxed that you will not be rushing for your breath. Okay, but otherwise, your body wants to have the breath, and you say, no, don't breathe. No pause. Just enjoy relaxation. Okay, good question. Anybody else? Yes, Meena.
Okay. how many times a day we supposed to do? Morning and before you go to bed, or anytime you want to?
You can do anytime, but I said minimum at least once before going to bed. But I will highly recommend that once after your morning shower, do it. Then one you definitely do before your lunch, and the other one you do it before your bed. But you can do whole day.
All the time. It's
Jolly. Is that okay? Go ahead, Jolly. Okay.
I have you to unmute.
Why you have started it from the stomach region and not from Muladhara?
Okay. Because while you're sitting, it may not be easier to reach to Muladhara. That's why we start with, but if you like to, you can do that too. Okay? Any other questions?
Thank you.
So Sonaji, if you sit in Vajrasana, you can start from Muladhara, huh? Vajrasana.
Yes.
Okay.
The whole purpose is how your mind calms down. That's the bottom line. Okay. Okay, the question is, somebody is asking, what are the mantras? All right. Mantra at the belly button is Ram, R-M. Mantra at the heart level is Yam, Y-M. Mantra at the throat level is Hum, H-M. Mantra at the center between the eyebrows is Om, A-U-M. And when the hands are spread apart, also Om. And all of you, you can go on our website, sarati.org, and you will find tons of information, lots of videos you can see. You can go on YouTube, Sati Yoga Foundation channel, and find so many videos. Any other questions? Okay. So with this, dear friends, thank you, and we'll see you next Sunday. Hari Om.